1.8 liters beyond our OPEC quota. We are targeting 2.5, 2 million, 2.5. I think we can achieve that. To do that, again, we need all our oil wells to be working efficiently. And I think the president wants to go into that to ensure that all the oil wells have the right people that will operate them so that we can benefit from God-given talent. And we've been able to address this issue of bunkering. It has reduced to the maximum now. Stealing or theft of fuel has also increased. All the major producers are reporting green in all their pipelines, so they are producing 98% for the first time in a very long period of time.
We are anticipating 2 million barrels.
2 million barrels. We're targeting 2 million barrels, and at most, when all the oil wells are, we're targeting 2.53. Nigeria can achieve that. It's very possible.
Yeah, hopefully. And I don't want to sound like American President Donald Trump, but I'm hoping that this might also be an option, building walls in some part of the Northeast.
Well, we had my comment. That's what I preached. I said we should build walls from critical areas. Especially this 1,500 kilometers. If we're able to take it out and make sure we secure it fully. And it's not only the walls. When you put the walls, you have to use technology. Put cameras, put drones, so that anybody crossing is known. And again, I keep on saying, it's important that we must develop a database for Nigeria. We can never shy away from having a database and the only way we do that, let's compress every detail we have into one document. We know every Nigerian, we know how many vehicles, what house, what road, what street. When you go abroad, you commit a crime, there's a 50-50 chance that you'll be caught. It's not by magic. It's because they have your database, they have your number. All they require for you is you get your thumbprint or get your face or your signature, and they can track to where you are. We must be able to leverage on that and to develop.
Are you aware of what the Ministry of Interior, because I spoke with the Minister of Interior not long ago, Olubumi Tunji-Ojo, who said he couldn't speak so much about what some of the effort, but I said that there are efforts in remotely and digitally monitoring our border space in this country. Are you aware of what?
No, we work together. We really exchange a lot of ideas together. We sit down to brainstorm on issues and ways forward on how to address these issues. And it's working. It's working quite very well. We need to do more. That's what we say. We need to scale up well and to assist them. If we have a data.
Ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tí ọpọlọ rẹ̀ yòrò tàbí ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fi síbi aláṣà àwọn ọpọlọ rẹ̀ bí ọpọlọ ikú ó jọ má bẹ́ẹ̀ tọpọlọ rẹ̀ ò tó nǹkan rárá tàbí ètò wà ń bẹ kó má tiẹ̀ wúlò má rárá.
You heard all of that. As contradictory as many of the nonsense is spewed. Well, let's pick few of them. According to him, Nigeria has no money or resources to really fight the terrorism the way majority of us want to see it as, right? Because Russia, Ukraine has made it difficult for them to access weapons because they can't produce it themselves, but they want to be producing the weapons themselves. So we are working on that to start producing. Then he went on to talk about the oil bunkering. Oil bunkering in Nigeria has been taken over by the military. They are the ones running it. And it went on again to say, because of their effort, they have managed and succeeded in reducing stealing of Nigeria crude oil and improved production. The next question you should be asking is, if that is the case, very simple, very simple. If that should be the case, why is Nigeria now borrowing so much? Because they've not got enough revenue to fund their budget. Why? What happened to the 1.8 million barrels they are pumping every day? Because they are borrowing. Then he was asked about the position of the Minister of Interior, Olubumi Ojo, who bragged on TV that they have satellite watcher that watches Nigeria borders. Mr. Defense Chief says, if they could have something monitoring, meaning that he is basically not aware or that doesn't even exist. Does Nigeria have any spy, sort of like a network? Of course they do. Nigeria have a spy network, but their job is not to spy to prevent crime. Their job is mostly to spy, majorly on Nigerians, on what they are saying or doing about government. The other one is to protect the criminals, because most of the time they will tell you that they didn't get the order, or we didn't receive the order, or the order said we should stand down. Order. Meaning they have a spy network that only protects criminals. We have evidence of that too. Compromised institution, which has now put the lives of millions in danger. So what was Musa talking about? Kept contradicting himself. And these are the issues. The issues when you ask them and say, but what about this or that? They just twist it and they start talking faster. Jargons. And there are people who are fascinated by them. Don't get me wrong. Those that will look at somebody like me and say, so are you saying you have more information than somebody who is... No, I don't have. He's in the position to have all the information. But he's a stupid person, the way he sounded. He's got nothing. That tells it, like, if I was your chief of defense staff, with my training, with the resources at my disposal, I won't sound so dunce and so stupid on TV and pretend that I was actually making sense, praising Tifnumbu, the military. He was like a politician, and don't get it twisted. By the time he takes up that, that nice uniform, he's going to put on an agbada soon. It's never about your security or safety. Trust me. The people of Jos that suddenly see the upsurge again of the Fulani terrorists invading their farms, coming straight into town as well, prompted these reactions in Jos just yesterday.
Fulani people, when the guy there inside his farm, immediately Fulani people just come. They make him inside the farm and they put their cow inside the farm. You talk to them in polite way. Please, more na pursue una cow inside the farm. The Fulani guy refused. If you talk to them, pursue them now. Una not see what cow they do inside my farm. Pursue them, let them come out inside the farm. They refuse. Before the guy understand, they come up collapse, knock out for his head. Now we don't carry the guy go hospital now. It's not even talking, blood the rush, everything the rush. You understand? When I say okay, as far as they don't knock him for last for his head, now we don't know whether the boy will survive or will still alive now. He's in hospital now. Okay, let them call the Fulani people, their elders, let them come and see what their children do. You understand? If something happen like this, we need to get elders. You understand? My age and your own cannot be the same thing. You understand? Before the elders come, they start rushing one guy here again. What is happening again? Now, when we get here now to settle the matter, we see soldiers come, they should shoot gun. How we go do now? How we go do? They are telling us that we should relax. Why they don't knock for that guy in the hospital now? What are we going to do to that guy? What are they going to do? If that guy not survive, you think that people know they will agree? No. People not going to agree now.
Sure.
Now if people can't gather, see what is happening. Look at it.
I bet the story
They don't finish that guy. They don't finish his farm now. They don't finish everything now. Now it's still the hospital again.
Sure.
Which is with your own property. You don't open your mouth and talk.
Sure.
Please, government should do something about it.
More government, as I don't hear them now, try to do something about this. This is a public issue. We are out here, we are trying to solve some matters, and people are still out there. And we are seeing this, everything is going for them back like that.
This is some people's everyday reality in Nigeria, and they are not allowed to talk. The military protecting Fulani terrorists, shooting at the residents, and then their chief goes on here to say they are using non-kinetic and kinetic. You guys have cleared through your Operation Safe Corridor. You have cleared, what do you call it? You have cleared over 300,000 terrorists. As repentant terrorists, you are celebrating their graduation on TV, on papers, flaunting that on the screen for Nigerians to look at them, including their victims. Repentant terrorists, kinetic and non-kinetic approach to terrorism. Like, really? Yesterday, the people of Malapanshi, I think it's called, in Katsina, buried all their dead killed by the same Fulani terrorists. Shocking? Not really. They attacked Muslims, Muslim worshippers in their mosque. Men, women, children, and all that. In a one fell swoop, they killed 27 of them. I don't know if you are aware, are you? Probably not. Probably not. $27. And there is no word from Tifnumbu. It's an illegitimate regime. You know, everyone is started with their 2027 narratives. Because, you know, for those who survived till then, there should be enough to validate their electoral haste again. This guy took his time to talk about it, just like every other thing.
Top of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this finds you well. I'm here on a very, very sad note. The picture you're seeing below is the pictures of the dead bodies of the Muslims that were massacred in a mosque in Malumfashi in Katsina State. They all went out to pray, the Fajr prayer, that is the prayer that we usually offer at dawn. And then bandits, unprovoked, entered the mosque and unalived these people for no reason. Yes, for no reason. Over 28 people, some reports are saying 13, but it's over 28 people that were massacred in this mosque. Now, sometimes I come out here and I make videos, and then some of my brothers from the south will say, is your Fulani brothers, banditry is a Muslim thing. Now look at it. Where in Islam, there is nowhere in Islam that is being stated that go into a mosque and attack somebody. No. These guys are hiding under the umbrella of Islam. I have to be honest with you. Who goes into a mosque and kills someone while he's praying? What kind of Muslim is that? That would go into a mosque and kill someone while that person is offering prayers? These people innocently left their homes that morning to go to the mosque and pray. And this is what they got. Just because they went to the mosque. Reports are saying that it was a retaliatory attack because vigilantes of that same area, they actually arrested some bandits, arrested a catch of weapons. That was their crime, because they wanted to protect themselves, because the government have been unable to protect them. They wanted to protect themselves. They organized a local vigilante. They went after these bandits that have been terrorizing their lives. They got some of them. They got some weapons. And then the bandits thought to retaliate in the mosque. And somebody's going to come and tell me it's a Muslim thing. Or somebody's going to come and tell me, oh, that's what the Islam has preached. No, there is nowhere that this has been seen in Islam. This is terribly unacceptable. And we're having a national security advisor from the northern extraction. People are now being annihilated in the mosque. People are unalived in the mosque. God knows that wallahi, there is going to be a very, very, very serious problem in northern Nigeria if something is not done about this serious insecurity. Now it's not in the bush anymore. Now it's not on the roads anymore. Now it's in the mosque. This is not the first time they are doing this thing. Over 28 people unalived for no reason. Come on, man. Like the gospel truth is, this is terribly sad. I am terribly angry. I would always say it that nobody is above these things happening to them. So once you see something like this and you laugh, this insecurity is everywhere. The government of Katsina State, the federal government should do something about this. That was how some times back people in Katsina were also unalived. Places in Zamfara. So if you think banditry or this kidnapping is a northern thing, then why is it happening in the north? The previous video I made, some people are saying it's a northern thing, go and deal with it. Why is it happening to northerners? If it's been put up by northerners.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
It's just a reminder, brethren. But he's very right. The terrorists are not really sparing anyone per se. The Fulani terrorists and the areas they are targeting them for just singular purpose, to take over and dominate. Maybe the Muslims they killed are not Fulanis, obviously. Maybe the Hausas in Katsina. You know, Katsina State, most part of this, they are what they call the Sharia North today. They're populated by the Hausas. But yeah, we know the story how it all ended in Hausa Fulani. But is there anything called Hausa Fulani? No. There is Hausa that is Fulani. Have you? So take a look, just dig deeper. The terrorism is basically about the Fulani dominance. And there are those who have foolishly supported them because they thought they shared the same religion and somehow they speak the same language. Hausa. Now, when Hausas hear them speak Fulfulde to themselves, they are completely lost. They don't have a clue of what they are talking about. And do you want me to tell you something? The level of animosity between the two supposed tribes, Hausas and the Fulanis, in northern Nigeria, Baba, is actually stronger than the politically created hatred of the Ronuku's politically created hatred between Yorubas and Igbo. Seriously. Because you see, the Hausas understands their history. Unfortunately, it seems like there is no way to turn it around anymore, right? So they loathe them. And the Fulanis are considered as very, very arrogant because they consider themselves far purer and better than the Hausas. True story, if you're an Hausa person listening to me right now, your blood may begin to, because you know I'm saying the truth. You see all this facade, this fake one north that the politicians are pushing. It's all for politics, so. Yeah, it's all for politics. And like I said, there are those who kind of are comfortable with that sort of degrading from the Fulani flock. Do you know what I mean? So when you hear that they entered the community, they killed Muslims, you shouldn't kind of fall for the, the terrorism. If the terrorism is created by the North, why are they killing Muslims? No, 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 no. A lot of you are hiding behind this, your fake Northern Nigeria. A lot of you know your place in that Northern Nigeria. To be honest, you do know your place. The people of the Middle Belt have now discovered that they are just mere political appendage, a mere political pawn on the chess table of this Sharia North. When it's politically, when it is politically convenient, they call all of them one Northern Nigeria. But when the Middle Belton says the Fulanis are killing us, we don't want the Fulanis on our land, then the hostility against them is intensified. You have no idea if you're not from that part of Nigeria. So it's all obvious, and thanks to Bokuwari, which made it kind of like obvious to remind everybody that when you are done lying to yourselves, right, look in the mirror. You are not the same in that sense. And they've made it even worse enough that any effort to try to say, it's just pretense. Let's pretend that we are. I'm not discouraging those of you with the strong belief that, Mayegun, you are wrong. Leadership, a good leadership will change that country and all of that. I'm not kind of discouraged because I can't. Everybody is going to arrive at his own reality at some point. When you're going to tell yourself and say, oh, no, I'm done. I'm done expecting that. Because it takes two to tango. It's not just your criminal leaders of that contraption that are worse. Millions of intentionally gullible people, because it can be intentional too. You can be suffering something and pretend that you are not. You get what I mean? Everything is this country, this country is very, very, man, can you imagine? But at the same time, I'm so proud of this country, if not because of our leaders. Now it takes two to tango. So I'm not discouraging you. Yeah. But let's leave that. For Northern Nigeria, it's the same. Maybe everybody should just follow the advice of Christopher Musa, a Middle Belton, who is currently pretending that the government that he is part of, the operations that he is sanctioned and is being part of, is actually working better while bodies are piling. So everybody go learn self-defense. So if you don't know what is self-defense, right? Take this one, whole body. Start with this. Who knows? When you hear the like that, just run out of your house. Practice it. Who knows? That may be the only thing that will save your life. Stop laughing. That's one thing about it, right? Say, Mayegun, you are funny. I'm not trying to be funny. Okay, no, I don't want to be. But I don't want the message to be lost on you because it's actually a joke. Not that I want to be funny, but jokes are supposed to be funny. It's not every joke that is funny, right? The rogues in charge of that contraption have made mockery of what running a country should actually be like. They've normalized absurdity. They've promoted quacks, inefficient and incompetent rogues to a position of important authority. And the effect of that is what you are witnessing today. So the joke is on everyone. And it's not funny. Right? Here is a young man who got so brutalized by this same compromised system, brethren. Yeah? Because he won't part with $1 million or so that the police wanted to extort from him. He got brutalized. And he's not just the only person. We just have to hear from this one, right? Hear this story, an encounter that will further tell you Nigeria would need any chance, Kokon, with these guys in charge.
My name is Cletus Emmanuel Onyekachi. Yesterday, I took my younger brother to go wash my car. On our way coming back, after washing the car, some police stopped us down along that Iboichie road. That